Goodbye, Nintendo Switch. It's been real. It's Monday, the launch week of Switch 2. We've officially paid off our pre-order over at GameStop, but we're going to have a Smash Bros. Tournament going on 11 p.m. Central, and then the midnight release for Switch 2. And I just wanted to say thank you, Nintendo, for the utmost inspiration for console gaming, in my opinion. I did talk about a video before this. Thank you, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 has been out since 2014, all the way up until present day, being the console seller. And I think Mario Kart World is definitely going to surpass that, just in my opinion. But I wanted to say thank you, Nintendo Switch, for everything. Somebody who's played Nintendo my whole life, and starting from Super Nintendo. I didn't play regular Nintendo. I wasn't born in that era, but I did dabble into it when Super Nintendo was out. I played Nintendo, and it was always one of my favorite consoles. I didn't get to tap as much, I feel like, into OG Nintendo Switch. Huge library, by the way, because it's like 2017, right? Just because they were just in competition with consoles that were really crushing at those points. It seems like now the latest console generation, I feel like just did not fill those needs of gaming that I really wanted, especially in the exclusive routes and the Xbox routes that's going down now. You know what I mean? Like Series S and Game Pass, and them now really taking out Xbox exclusives, going to PlayStation PC now. I feel that Nintendo has a great time to intercept the gaming industry vastly. And so, although Nintendo, I didn't do too, I would say, like, if it was like 100%, I probably did like maybe 85% of Nintendo Switch. And in terms of trying to get to the whole library and everything on the ins and outs, and just like OLED or OG Switch or Switch Lite, or being able to play, take full advantage, you know. But I did want to thank them for everything, because Nintendo's always my favorite. And to see these characters back, they actually have new animations, new illustrations for Switch 2. So as we say goodbye, this is a departing for Switch, for me to just really say this video and just say thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the laughs, the cries, the rages. A lot of raging on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, by the way. I hope we do get another Smash Bros. Soon. And just for a lot of the things happening in this era, because a lot of like creators, devs, and everything like that are kind of transitioning out as they're getting much older, including myself. I'm one of those that's getting older. So I did want to say thank you, Nintendo, for inspiring me as someone who games and creates and also has fun and streams, to really help build a brand around gaming and just to have fun. I wasn't always solely a Nintendo creator, but I always play Nintendo, especially on the go when I traveled a lot. So it being a hybrid console was tough to really compete with these household consoles. I think now, like what I said earlier, they're going to fill that gap in trying to really compete Switch 2, because gaming is really needing a lot of fun stuff coming around. But Switch was amazing. I think it's the best-selling console aside from PS2 right now, and I think it can surpass it if Switch 2 does great. Some people might accidentally buy a Switch 1 instead of a Switch 2, and then some people might just like get a Switch 1 just to try to dabble into Nintendo for now, until like Switch 2 really starts building their libraries, which always happens when you get an older gen console to a newer gen console. I loved it. I just wanted to say, again, I've already said it like 3 times, just inspiration. Just thank you for the loves and everything. It'll always hold a special place in my heart. I got it right here with me. I'm still kind of docked in a little bit. I'm ready to roll. I still use this and the Pro controller. I did get the Switch 2 Pro controller too, but it's just because I officially paid all my Switch 2 today, and I just wanted to say it is a goodbye. It is a thank you. It is I love you, and I hope you continuously evolve. I know the economy's been crazy and everything, but from someone who played these games when I was a kid, it's really full circle and a victory lap for me to really dabble into these like so many years later as I get older, and to document my journey with these, especially with characters like Mario and Sonic, and all the way through everybody that's in Smash Bros. And everything. Those are characters that have been over 30 years old that are still cool to this day. And I'm even wearing a Dragon Ball Z hat. Like, these are characters in Street Fighter and Ken and Ryu, like Street Fighter 6 coming to Switch 2 and all that. Like, those are all characters from 90s and even before at times. So these are all monumental to somebody like me, a millennial who's lived through all of these iterations of characters. Mario from the beginning all the way to now for the most part, and Sonic from the beginning all the way to now. Like, we watched these as kids and we watched these as we've gotten older, and I love you, Nintendo, for that, for everything. I know Sonic and everything's not exclusive to Nintendo. It was Sega, of course. But yeah, speaking of that, look right here, you see the Super Mario Kart. That's the OG SNES one. That's where I grew up on. And I'm excited for Mario Kart World. a great way to launch. I know a lot of people pretty much don't agree with it always being just a launch type or a console selling game, but it's multiplayer. It's gonna have replayability. To this day, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still has replayability and multiplayer to this day. I'm excited to learn, fail forward with this game, have some fun, link up with people. So if you do want to link up, let me know. We'll be streaming on Twitch, Kick. We multi-stream everywhere, so hit us up, man. We do have a fully dedicated channel to Nintendo content also. You can come through to that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great one. Switch, it's been real. I can't wait to make memories with Switch 2 though, man. Starting from day one all the way through. If it lasts another 7 or 8 years, I'm excited. Mario Kart is the only Mario Kart we're getting for another who knows when. I'm excited for this. We're getting the only Pokemons. If we're getting the only Super Smash for the whole time being, then I'm excited for this. I'm going to learn from day one, and I'm going to continuously stay on board with it. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. And peace out, Nintendo. Appreciate you. At least a Switch OG. Yeah.